and welcome to Good News Friday. Mike Sabat is here. I'm Joey Arbor. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. And thank you so much for allowing us to be part of it. We appreciate it. Mike and I, we appreciate the opportunity to come and talk with you about some of the good news that we're hearing, some of the questions that we're able to answer. And, sometimes, Mike, people will be looking at the case client management capabilities of Charity Tracker. They're blown away. They're like, wow, this is incredible. They're talking about the barcode scanning capability there in Oasis Insight and how they were able to really focus in on speeding up the process for intake and, if you will, maximizing, expediting the line, if you will, and really working from that perspective. And then the question is posed, can you track inventory? Okay, fair question. So our focus as the development of the system, and we find this to be the major part of our work here, is on the client, right? So from an inventory perspective, we don't necessarily have a feature with that capability. However, we do have a very effective workaround. So getting into the component of tracking the intake, if you will, from a donation type of process or someone that is getting food from an agency or working from a monetary contribution type perspective, we can very easily track all of this information in our events tab. And just focusing in on that, if you will, intake that's coming into an agency. From that perspective, being able to document specifically as to what is being donated, what kind of resources an agency is getting, but then from the output, being able to focus in on any type of assistance that's being given to a client, right? So you got the balance scales here, you got the intake, you got the outtake, you're able to track effectively all of this data. So when you run a report, you know exactly what you have, you know exactly what is going out, right? So then this component from that basic fundamental aspect of tracking inventory, yes, we can. It's our events tab. And it's very effective. There's a lot of agencies out there, they just need the basic information. Mike, they're not looking for a comprehensive feature, if you will, and the donation aspect or the ability to focus in on inventory. So,
wow, that's very interesting. I've often heard that our developers say if you can record it, we can report it. So that sounds like an awesome thing.
It is. And the incredible thing about it is like, a lot of people, they walk away and they're like, I didn't know you guys could do that. Well, if we're having a conversation with someone, we're very able to address it and actually show you on the screen, and when we're doing a Zoom meeting and in the process there as to what that looks like. But that is the focus of our system, Charity Tracker to Oasis Insight, on the client information. But again, we can very easily track that intake process there for what you're being donated and all those aspects of that particular set of data. So please give us a chance. Let's see if we can make this work for you because it's so important to be like a hand in glove, right? That's our goal as we start out these conversations. And that's another thing, the component of what we are able to do, Mike. When you're looking at a demo of Charity Tracker Oasis Insight, please bear this in mind from the administrative perspective and how that you can customize and manage accordingly. Hey, if you haven't seen the admin capabilities, let us show you those because from an agent perspective, and this is usually how we demonstrate and talk to people about the capabilities of Charity Tracker at Oasis Insight, we always take it from the agent type perspective. But then what we can do from the admin capability, you can manage, customize accordingly to the specific, the fields, the categories that you may be looking to have within the account, right? So as we get back into that, if you can record it, you can report it. So we work a lot on that front end there, making sure you have the capability of massaging, managing, customizing accordingly as to what you're looking for. And ultimately, getting all the data out in specific regard to your data collection goals. Because let's face it, everyone's different. It's amazing. We talk with hundreds of people, right? Every single week, every one of them have different reporting goals. But we got to make it work on the front end to be able to get the reports right. So working from that component, the ease to be able to customize within Charity Tracker and Oasis Insight. Mike, that's a game changer right there. And we hear it all the time. Man, this is easy. It's easy to manage. It's easy to use. So it works.
Yes, it does. And it is. It's easy to use and it's
It,
customizable. And boy, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to help the helping agencies out there do a better job. And we've got the tool that makes that happen.
we hear the challenge all the time. Our line is backed up. We've really got to expedite this whole process here. And Charity Tracker and Oasis Insight is able to allow, if you will, the caseworker that's very busy entering this data and information. Let that be an easy and empowering process. That's our goal. I think it's working. That's what we get on the customer reviews, Mike. That's what our customers call up and say to us. So we certainly appreciate that. Very excited about the training, and we're having more and more people sign up as to how to working within your community. Mike has spent a lot of time in producing this. And Mike, I'm hearing some really positive things. It's like people are looking for this. They didn't even know what they were looking for, right? Fair enough.
Right.
Because I don't know anybody else doing this from a training and being able to educate and instruct perspective, but transforming your community. Mike Simon has put it all together in a training series, and they can get that, Mike, right? I mean, it's free.
For free.
No cost, no obligation. You're not going to have Mike and I show up at your doorstep trying to sell you something. We really do want to impart the knowledge and the wisdom that we've been able to accumulate over the years. And Mike has just done a tremendous job with being able to put the steps together, which frankly, I mean, a lot of this is just from hands-on experience. We've been out there in these communities and we've been listening and we've been learning. And Mike, how important is that from our perspective of responsibility to be able to impart to people what we know, because we know that if they'll give it a chance, it'll work.
That's right. And we're going to go out and do another round of case studies on this.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be coming about soon. So look for those videos to come out.
We've had a lot of success, and a big salute to our friends out in Stillwater, Oklahoma. It was back in 2014, Mike, that we first went out there and launched with that network. It is still thriving. It's still growing. It's still engaged as they're transforming the community there in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So a big salute to you folks out there in Stillwater. One of our case studies, a great representation of success at Charity Tracker, the vision realized and being brought together with transformative processes there within the great city of Stillwater. So big salute to all of our customers. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your very important work. For Mike Simon and all of us here at Simon Solutions, have a great weekend, everybody.